Hey everyone, it's Mike here and welcome back to Nowhere Bound. We are on our way to Wolf Run State Park in Ohio. It's a balmy 98 degrees right now and the National Weather Service has issued a heat warning. You might be thinking, you're crazy for going camping in this. Well, I know I'm a little crazy, but I think we'll be fine. We have air conditioning, a lake to swim in, electricity, and we have each other. So this is going to answer a few questions for me. How comfortable and enjoyable will a trip in this weather really be? So I think we're going to have fun. Stay tuned and we'll find out together. Seems level enough, but we've got all this broken branch debris here. Get her a drink of water. Oh my gosh, it is hot. Just from this little tiny bit of setup, my face is dripping. Whew. All right, baby. Time for you to cool off. Current temperature inside the camper is 97 degrees. I'm really hoping this air conditioner does its job quickly. Got a very hot dog here. I've had the air conditioner on for almost an hour and it doesn't seem to be working. I don't know what's up. It's cooled off to 91 degrees outside, and it's 96 still in the camper. If that air conditioner doesn't kick in, we might not be able to stay tomorrow. We can handle tonight with just fans, I think, but with the sun baking on the camper all day with no air conditioning, we just can't do that. I'm not going to put the dog through that. So fingers crossed that we have air conditioning. Well, here's an update on the current situation. I've been working for about 3 hours, give or take, to try to get this air conditioning working in the camper. And this whole trip, the decision to do this hinged on the air conditioner working, because it's 88 degrees, the sun is setting, and it's still very hot and humid. And it's just miserable right now. I've got every fan going inside the camper. The air conditioner was a little bit cool, but it wasn't cranking the way it should. There was definitely something wrong. So either there's a leak in the Freon, which I have my doubts about that, since I ran it for about an hour with the hatch open, and in doing some research online, I found out that you're not supposed to do that. So that's good information for you tag owners. When you're running your AC, keep the back hatch closed as much as possible, because it doesn't run as efficient. So I closed that, didn't really notice any improvement, and I'm thinking maybe it froze up while I was running it with the hatch open. That's my last ditch effort to try to fix this, because it is just a little bit cool. It's just not cranking. And it's so frustrating, because when it worked, it was so great. Like, it just blasted cold air in there, and I was really looking forward to a great little camping trip out here in this extreme heat, but it's not. And that's the way it happens sometimes. And what is that, Murphy's Law? If it's gonna happen, it will happen at the worst time, or I don't know how it goes, but that's definitely what happened here. The AC is just not working. So I just shut it off. I've got fans blowing air into the camper. It's hovering at about 88 degrees, same temperature as outside. The thing is, though, out here, there's absolutely no wind. The air is completely still. The humidity is hovering, and it's oppressive. Always something. I'm pretty freaking miserable right now. I did bring the scooter, and I think I'm going to take it for a little ride just to get some airflow. I donated my fan to Juniper. She finally accepted it, and she has it blowing on her face right now. So, poor puppy. I'm not going to put her at risk and expose her to any dangerous situations. And she's okay right now. But with the forecast tomorrow and how hot it's supposed to get, same basically as today, I'm not going to risk it, and we may have to call it early. So that's it for now. I think I'll jump on the scooter and take a little cruise. Come here. Juniper, you want your breakfast? I don't think I've had Cinnamon Toast Crunch since I was 12. And it's still just as good as I remember. I tied her up, but I didn't even need to. I told her to stay, she stayed right there. She's such a good dog. In fact, she's such a good dog that I'm going to give her some treats that you all bought for her. So stay tuned for that. Well, it's about 8 in the morning and it is already approaching 80 degrees. It's not super uncomfortable right now, but it's going to be. So I wouldn't call this trip a complete fail necessarily, but coffee's starting to brew. I don't think we're gonna stay another night. Well, and it just boiled over a little bit. The coffee was a fail. Just adjust this here really quick. One of the reasons it spilled over is because I think the camper's leaning a little bit back too far. And the reason for that is because I was trying everything last night to get the air conditioner to work. I was tilting the camper. I tried to let it rest and unfreeze, thinking that might be the problem. The air conditioner is just toast. Juniper and I survived. It wasn't comfortable, but we're here. I'm still enjoying being out here, and it's a nice morning. In a couple of hours, it's going to be brutal again, and I don't think I want to put Juniper through that. I don't really enjoy it. I have a high tolerance for heat, but this is legit extreme. Heat, humidity, no wind, not fun. Good stuff. With the air conditioner breaking down in the heat of summer, that's really a letdown, but maybe it's a sign that perhaps it's time to upgrade. I don't know. All I know is that if I'm going to continue to use this camper and Gina is going to come with me on a camping trip, I got to get the air conditioner fixed one way or another. So do I take it to an authorized repair dealer? Well, that could lead to delays. I could be without the camper for quite a while if I do that. Maybe I could just swap out the air conditioner with another cheap window air conditioner. Juniper, come here. Good girl. So she's already panting and it's getting hot. The sun is on my back right now and I'm sweating. It's not comfortable out here. Now, when I planned this trip, I thought I had an air conditioner that worked great. And if it was in its prime, we would have no problems out here because we could just sneak in there and take breaks from the heat. And believe me, when it worked, it was cold. So the whole theme of this trip was going to be cold food. I wasn't even going to cook since we're under a heat advisory today. Yesterday was a heat warning. So let me just show you some of the stuff. First of all, I also broke out this special insulating cover because of the heat. And I've had this the whole time I've had the refrigerator, but I've just never needed it until now. And it really was put to good use in this weather. But just to show you some of the menu items. See, when I get excited, I just bring tons of stuff. Way more than I'll need. So, you know, I have some cold cuts here. Turkey and cheese. I have some Mad Anthony's hot sauce because I was going to make tacos. And I was going to make the tacos with this smoked pork that I made at home. This is pork loin. And it is delicious. I still might have some of this for lunch, to be honest. It's really good. I have my milk and my half and half. I brought hummus. I brought a couple of Uncrustables for snacks. I've got a brand new pico de gallo right here. And there's even a store-bought chef salad right here, unopened. It was so hot yesterday that I didn't even eat. I had no appetite. This is a full, 2 days plus worth of food. I don't have to cook any of it. And it's going back home. Yep. Juniper, come here. Do you want a treat? Come here. Sit. Sit. Good girl. So, a lot of you bought Juniper treats, and I can't give them all to her at one time because she'll get sick, especially in this heat. But I'm happy to give her these treats on your behalf. Juniper, this is from Napo, another fur baby, Caroline, Pat, Casey, and Nicholas. Do you want a treat? Shake. Good girl. Other hand. Other hand. Good girl. Sometimes she's good at that, sometimes she isn't. But anyway, here's your treat. Good girl. These are her favorites. And if you'd like to sponsor a treat for Juniper, all you have to do is go to buymeacoffee.com. When you make your donation, put in the note that you would like a treat for Juniper, and I'll give it to her on camera like you just saw. And I appreciate everybody very much. Buymeacoffee.com is a great way to support the channel without a subscription. Visit the QR code or the link in the description. I really appreciate it, everyone. Thanks. Do you appreciate it too? Yes, good girl. Some water. Here you go. Since it's too hot to do much else, I'll just talk about some plans for the channel. The air conditioner foiled one of the plans, which was to get Gina out on a couple of camping trips. So we're gonna have to figure that out. I do plan on taking a few trips out east into the Monongahela National Forest. There's a few specific places I'd like to go, and it may involve just camping with the Jeep and you know, tent camping or sleeping in the Jeep. We'll see. Sometimes the Teardrop can be a little bit of a burden. It might just be fun to try something else. So let me know in the comments if you're open to some different types of adventures, if it's just Jeep. I've really been craving some off-road trips, like serious overlanding, and I can't really do that with the Teardrop attached. So we may see some of that in the next few episodes. I've got some hard-boiled eggs here. Want one? Want to try it? She's not really interested. I wonder why. Because she loves eggs. I'm going to have a couple of these to round out my breakfast, and then I'm saving my coffee for the air-conditioned ride home. It's already too hot to drink hot coffee. Just sitting here, I'm sweating. Oh, by the way, I also wanted to mention that I messed up in the last video where I was talking about this fan. They might have sent me an affiliate link and I missed it, but they sent one to me again after seeing that video. So I do have an affiliate link for this. It's in the description. If you're interested in this fan, I've got it for a special discounted viewer price. Just check out the link below. And all of my products that I use on these camping trips, most of them anyway, can be found in the Amazon store. My Amazon storefront is also in the links. And if you shop there, it will help out the channel. I appreciate it. Well, it's now 10:30 a.m. and it's 90 degrees. I checked the heat index on the weather app and it says it feels like 96 degrees. This is the kind of heat that even in the shade, you just can't escape it, especially due to the fact that there's no breeze. I just felt the first breeze just a little while ago and it was only a light one and it was like heaven. But I think I'm gonna call it because there's no sense in just sitting out here roasting. You know, it's too hot to do anything. Just breaking up camp and everything, I'm drenched in sweat now. So no air conditioning. Yeah, we have fans, but Juniper's not having a good time. And she usually has a good time everywhere, but she's suffering and I'm not gonna put her through this anymore. If we had a working air conditioner, it would be a different story. So I apologize that this video was a little short on activities and stuff, but it was still an experience for sure. And I'm glad you tagged along with us. So feel free to drop a like and a subscribe if you haven't done so. Support the channel on buymeacoffee.com. You can sponsor a treat for Juniper in the next video. Of course, there's always Patreon where you can find all the GPS coordinates and stuff. So we're gonna hitch up the Jeep, make like a tree and leave. And I'll see you again nowhere soon. Hopefully a little cooler next time. Until then, be good to each other and get outside. Take care.